your boy DJ Waffles on the check-in, and I told y'all on the padded room I bring the best of the best. And listen, man, I had to go dig for this one, but listen, he is verified. He's out in the streets right now, man. Billionaire Burke.
What's going on? What's going on? Thanks for having me.
Hold on, listen. I'm gonna need a little bit more energy than that. It's like, nah, we ain't doing that. Can we rewind this shit?
What's going on? What's going on? Thanks for having me.
Alright, see, we got motion now. So listen, man. First of all, I want to know how you got this name, because that's a big name. When the people reached out to me and I was like Billionaire Burke, I thought I was gonna see a purse, but then I was like, it got to be somebody that got some money. So I was like, how the hell you got this name? Because that's prominent, bro. Like
Burke is my last name. So
okay.
That's just that.
I just felt like Billionaire was like
Billionaire was some. My nickname in my hood was Weezy.
Okay.
My pop's nickname is Weez. So
okay.
When I was growing up, everybody called me Weezy. So long story short, at some point, everybody that I used to work for ended up working for me. So the billionaire thing ended up coming out like around the Facebook time, around Facebook started. I was like really interested in Mark Zuckerberg. Like he was a dude that was like in my age bracket, and he was from he's from Dobbs Ferry, so that's New York. So I was like, damn, this kid is rich. And then it was like, I was looking at him and I was looking at like LeBron, and I'm like, damn, these niggas only was so much in age difference with me. And I'm like, wow, like these niggas is rich. Like how do I get to that? How do I get to that wealth? And little by little, people just started calling me Billionaire. And that was just like a hood nickname, and it stuck. One day I just put Billionaire and Burke together. It just sounded good. That was made in my Instagram name.
Okay. So we got from Burke. Now we're on Waffles. Now listen, tell us how you got your start. How you got your start making music? Like what? Because let's just rewind a little bit. You went from the worker to everybody's boss.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the feeling? What's the feeling like when you understand that this is what's happening to you? Like the tables are turning, because everybody started as a worker, but now at the same time you kind of flip the coin and be like, well, now I'm the boss, and now y'all work for me. What kind of changes do you make as a boss now that you understood what it took to get from a worker to this position?
I'm going through it now, like even in the music industry. What happens is some people get a head start on you, and they'll try to little pup you. You know what I'm saying? They'll little dog you. And long story short, what that is like, you just wait for your turn. That's fuel. I use that as complete fuel. And a lot of times I realize everybody not your friend. That's first of all. Okay. And second of all, a lot of people gonna write the wrong answers on the wall for you. They're gonna misguide you to take you off the path, because a lot of these people, they're already comfortable in the position they're in. They don't want no young hungry lion coming in and messing up the terrain for them. So it's like, I just couldn't wait to, I made a couple of big power moves to where they had to see me. Is either you was gonna see me or you was gonna starve. And again, what you was gonna do, come take action against me? It's my block and it's your block. We both from the same block. Mm-hmm. So at the same point, if you wanted to go down, I'm with the shooters. I'm with the young, hungry, stupid, retarded ones. Right. All your age group that was, gun ho and all that, they all locked up. They all got that time. But mine, we active. So it's like, man, we better off instead of trying to, we already fucked him over 3-4 times while he's working for us. So it's like, and it's like that in the music business, yo. I tell you right now, the music business is so crazy because the people keep giving you, oh, go mess with my man, he do this, or go mess with my man, he do that. And all they really doing is getting their man a bag, so they ain't gotta do nothing for their man. They really just getting them a bag, or they gonna get them a play where they gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna send this dude, he got a bag, we can split the shit on him. They gonna do the minimal of work for you, and they just hoping that, you know what I'm saying, before you reach the person who really could help you, that you broke so that you don't get in. It's weird, there's some weirdoism to it, but I mean, they don't stop printing money, I'm gonna find a way to get it, so, best of luck.
And I feel what you're saying about the writings on the wall, because I was trying to figure out, I was reading a book the other day, and it was kind of trying to tell me, like, if you got the game, you might as well just give it. There's no need for you to hold on to it. But this was the real shit was about it. It's like, you give it because you're going to obtain even more. So, you know how niggas don't want to give you the sauce. They don't want to tell you how to do this, how to get the views, how to get this, how to get that. But my whole thing is like, I understood it was like, yo, give it out because there's going to be more for you to retain anyway. And if you keep on holding it, how you going to put something back in there if you're holding it? In this game is weird, right? Because we don't want to feel like, oh, I got to tell you this, oh, I got to tell you that, oh, I got to tell you this. But just imagine if you did tell everybody like how you did it. It's up to them to see if they can win. But I got time to learn more so that I could excel, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Pretty much, if you hold it all in, I'm looking at it like this. If you hold it all in, most of the time you're going to either forget what you learned or two, that shit going to become dated. This shit moves so fast. Like now, because you didn't give me no sauce, I move up and I get some new sauce. And you trying to get, yo, how you did that? Nah, nigga, you ain't give me the sauce, like I'm saying. Right. A lot of the problem is, though, it's a two-way street with it because I'm a respectable person. A lot of niggas run off when you give them the sauce. And they don't come back and say, yo, you really changed my life, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You ain't even got to come back and give me a bag. Just acknowledge, one, I changed your life.
Right.
And when it's my turn, like, I was watching this interview with T-Pain, man, and I like T-Pain. He a Libra too, so I'm a Libra. So I kind of like click with people that think like me. And he was like, yo, I was just so happy to be amongst my peers and be able to help them. He said, but when I was going on a decline and all them people I did them and I needed my swaps, the labels wasn't doing it and they wasn't sticking up saying, nah, he helped me. He gave me what I needed when I needed it. I'm bucking the label. I'm bucking everything. We going to do what we need to do to keep him, uphold him because he upheld us.
Wow.
Listen, I tell you now, give me mines in cash. I don't need no swap. Cause I give mines in cash, man.
So tell me what made you start rapping?
What made me go back to it? I started at one age, and then I was like, it should cost too much money. I was like, man, I'm young. I'm out here on my own. My parents ain't paying me no attention. I'm paying my own bills at 16, so I'm like, nah, I can't do this. I wasn't selling enough crack to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had to pay bills. I was really out here living on my own, and then after enough bids, I was like, man, I saved up a substantial amount of money. I was like, I gotta do something with my life. Like, I had kids. I ended up having 2 kids, so I was like, what I'm gonna do? Like, I'm gonna be a jailbird? I done did that. Right. You know what I'm saying? The young years, the young teens. So I was like, man, you in your 20s, you start thinking about shit totally different. So you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, cool. Let me figure this out. And my homeboy I was locked up with, I met a dude I was locked up with, Khaled Mason, shout out Caddy Jones. Okay. He was just big on it. He was chasing music longer than, man, he was chasing music more damn near most of my life. Right. So he was like, man, come in and help me with this kid. At the time, he was managing A-Rap Music. Kid was doing the production for Dipset, and he was like, yo, come in and help me with this management. So I came in, helped him with management.
He's a big DJ still right now, isn't he?
What? He a producer, big producer. A-Rap is a big producer. Long story short, I went around the world with that job. I started going to China. I went to Russia. I went to Latvia. I went everywhere. Anywhere you could think of, I went. So I was like, damn, I'm on a tour without even being. You know what I'm saying? So, coming back, we had signed our first artist to Genre Define Entertainment, which is my company, that me and Khaled partnered up on. We signed our first artist, this girl named Raish. Then we signed the second artist, kid named JJ or whatever. So, long story short, in the midst of doing, what I was doing, I was like, man, like, I realized, like, one of my artists had said something to me one day, and I realized for the first time in my life, I didn't have a backup plan.
Wow.
And, you know what I'm saying? My artist had said something like, their parent told them, like, that I gotta do what they say. I have nothing else to rely on. So when they told me that, I told my partner, I'm like, yo, this is the first time in my life I don't have a backup plan. I'm not comfortable with that. You know what I'm saying? Most people be like, oh, your plan B should be to make sure that plan A don't fail. And I'm like, nah, my plan B gonna be able to make sure plan A don't fail. But if plan A and plan B don't work, I need plan C. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
So I just don't like to be trapped in a corner where I'm starting to think about what my life could be. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I was gonna go right for my homeboy. I got a homeboy, shout out my man Unnie. You know what I'm saying? Money Mike. He was living in Miami. Him and my man Stormin Norman. I'm like, yo, I call my longtime friend, DJ E Nice. He's my manager as a kid. My man Reeks. I'm like, yo, Reeks. I'm about to just go write for Honey. He like, man, your story too hard, man. The shit you been through. He like, tell that shit yourself. I'm like, nah, man. I'm at the end of my road. Like, I'm in my late 20s. What the fuck I look like rapping? He like, bruh. I'm telling you, rap ain't about what age you come in. It's about what year they hear you. So he like, yo, if a nigga meet you at 31, 32, but Uzi been in this shit for 10 years, Uzi the old nigga, you the new nigga, even though you older than him.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
And I was like, and I sat down and I thought about that shit, and I was like, oh, that shit make all the sense in the world. So I went with it. And in the beginning, everybody was talking like, nah, you a CEO, what are you doing? You gonna confuse people. Even my partner was like, nah, you keep that shit over there. Yeah, my partner was like, you keep that shit over there. So I ended up making Billionaire Burke Music Group because he wasn't buying into it. He wasn't buying into it at all. He like, man, you a CEO nigga, you a get money nigga. He like, man, people respect you in these buildings already. Don't tarnish your shit. I'm like, bruh, I'm telling you, I was the hardest nigga ever growing up. Right. I like, watch you see what I do. And I just, little by little, my partner told me this. He said, I'm gonna fuck with you if you could do this. He said, if you could turn every person that said don't do it into a person that's saying, oh shit, you doing it, he's like, I'm gonna know you did it. I turned everybody that told me not to do this shit into a motherfucker was like, nah, nigga, you did that. It was to the point where people was coming back like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, when you first said it, I'm like, you a fucking tweaker. And then I just got on the ass.
Right.
Yeah, and I think the biggest turning point was when I went and got Gunna. That was the biggest turning point. When I went and got Gunna, and I put my slime together, niggas was like, that's you? I'm like, yeah, nigga.
Yeah, I see. I heard that record too. So, all right. So now, when did you get gutsy and felt like it was time for you to do that? Like, what part of the career when you came back you felt like getting Gunna on a record was?
Okay, so between the time I went and got Gunna and the time I put out my first single, I was just recording mad stuff. But I kind of fucked up from being like, I was overzealous, over anxious, and I didn't know that music had changed so much since when I first got into it. Music changes super fast. So I was going to the club, I'm paying every DJ. It got to a point where one of the promoters was like, you know you a lick, right? I said, what you mean? He like, every DJ looking for you right now just so they can get some money from you.
That's crazy. And that's the last thing you need in Atlanta is for anybody to find that out because, bro, they come and look for you to bust that bag open.
Yo, it was like, yo.
And they want in on the action.
Niggas like, yo, you a lick. I'm like, what you mean? I'm like, I thought that's what you supposed to do. I thought you supposed to show the DJ love, the DJ gonna show you the love back. He like, nah. He like, man, settle in with 2-3 DJs that you really fuck with, and you build out from that. Let them DJs keep playing you, and other dudes wanna see what the other DJs is playing. You let them go get it from that DJ. Don't let them get it from you. Man, when I tell you, I was everywhere that you could think of.
How much you think you probably put into DJs?
You really want that answer?
Yeah, like how much you
from New York?
This is good.
From New York, Atlanta, and Florida, about 75,000. And I done had the biggest of the biggest and the lowest of the lowest. So if you think of who the biggest is, and then think who the lowest is, and I had them all.
All right. Okay. What results did you get out of this? I'm so confused.
I got a phone with a bunch of DJs' names and emails, record pools that I could talk to, shit like that. Like,
shit. Yo, do you understand like how much like what you could have did with 75?
Oh no. I learned. But see, listen, man. You know, sometimes you paying for the education.
Now that's a smart answer to reverse it in your head to be like, this is the way that I would get a reverse. I would get a return on this.
You know what I'm saying? Why I pay for education? I pay for the education because some of them I still see, and now when I come with a song, they don't ask me for nothing.
Okay. Yeah.
Some of them be like, nah. Some people be like, yo, I fuck with you. Some people like, yo, I fuck with you just because even when like I wasn't putting money in it, I was still supporting, showing up to their events. Like in Florida, I love Florida. Florida gave me the most support out of everybody. They invite me to their car shows. Everybody like it was just a bunch of stuff. Like, but when I say 75,000, it's like cash. It's like motherfuckers asking me to invest in something that they're doing. Certain DJs wanted like when OVO sneakers was hard to get. Like, if you could get me these sneakers. If you could do this.
The level of disrespect. Well, yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. DJs out there like, what are y'all doing? Like, now, they definitely see you. They seen you as a different vibe.
Nah, but see, you know what?
I'm ready to close a lot of niggas.
Nah, you know what it turned into? It turned into a bad situation. But
right.
Like right now, I got 4 boxes in my storage that I got to crack open this summer, literally, and hand out. Go to every venue I went to and give an Old DJs Matter t-shirt to. I got a t-shirt that says Old DJs Matter. You know why?
Well, I just need my hoodie first before.
No, I got you. You're going to get a Billionaire Burke hoodie and a Billionaire Burke t-shirt.
Yeah,
but I'm going to tell you why.
I need all mine before.
I'm going to tell you why. Because having a manager that was a DJ, I was cursing DJs out. I'm like, yo, fuck them niggas. Them niggas took my money. They barely played my song. Let me tell you how. It was a gift and a curse having a DJ as a manager. I'm gonna tell you why. He was able to spot certain shit that was crazy. So you know when DJs play your song, right? Some people use a certain sound effect. So when they sending you your song back that they supposedly put up on the Instagram and show you like, look, I played your song. My DJ was like, yo, he lying. He ain't play the song. I'm like, how you know he ain't play the song? He like, yo, the sound effect he used. He like, that's not his sound effect. That's such and such sound effect. He said, let me show you something. He would save it. He pulled up such and such. He like, look at this. And then look at that. I was like, oh. He ain't play the song. Then I'm chasing people down for my spins on the radio. It was just crazy. It was a lot of things. It became a bad blood situation. Like, yo, I was like, now I see why. You know what I'm saying? I realized it was like hyenas and lions with DJs and what's her name? But now let me tell you the back end. Damn, I ain't gonna put this person's name out. Nah, this is an artist.
Right.
It's a very big artist from Atlanta. Very big. He was a very big artist.
Still very big to this day.
Alright, this how I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
There's 2 very big artists. One is big, but he's not big no more. As in, he's big, but he's not big no more. And one was big, and he's nothing no more. Like, no one even talks to him.
It should go double plastic spoons if he put some shit out right now.
Yeah, nobody even fuck with him.
Oh, he's out.
Alright, so now,
he's relevant.
when I asked a certain DJ slash a bigwig out here, I said, what happened with him? One dude, they asked him to show up and do, all the DJs supported him.
Right.
They asked him to show up and do something for the radio. And he brought like 30 people, and they're like, yo, you can't bring 30 people. He's like, yo, you can bring 10. He like, well, if I can't get all 30 of my people in, I ain't going. They're like, oh. Don't worry about it. We ain't even got to show up. Don't worry about it. We ain't bending for you. Music got stopped getting played. All the DJs turned on him. He gone now.
It's quiet for you, homeboy.
The other one, they asked him to do something. He ain't even show up.
It's quiet for you too. Got
quiet for him. So I said, oh. So as I talked to him, this softened my heart with DJs right here. He said, yo. He said, it's more times. He said, you might think niggas ran off with the bag on you. He said, but it's more times we supported. It's more artists than it is DJs. He said, it's more times that we've supported one of y'all and pushed y'all to the forefront, and y'all ain't even come back and do the simplest things for us.
Yeah, I could vouch for that. Like I've worked with some big artists, I worked with some small artists, and it's like once they get going, they don't really reach back. And I'm like, bro, you could get lit from just being on my live and I'm playing your music. You know what I'm saying? Like if I sit down with you, niggas is checking for you. If I put you on my Instagram and taking pictures, because niggas know like if I'm not doing that and I do decide to do it and I put you on my Insta story, niggas is on you. You get what I'm saying? So even if I do your mixtape, it's like they checking for you because they like, why is Waffles connected with him? Why did Waffles do this for him? Why did, like, I was Cash Doll's road DJ. I did DJ for the WNBA, radio, all that stuff like that. So when you doing things like that and I help you, yeah, I don't want you to give me a bag, but I'm just saying, like you said, I just want you to acknowledge me for helping.
It be little simple shit. Yo, my kid know I fuck with you. Yo, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you good.
My kid know I fuck with you. Yo, I got my kid birthday party. Like, if it ain't ruining your bag, show up. Like,
bro,
it be the simplest shit. Like, yo, bro, I'm having a birthday party. Could you show up? Man, I done literally showed up for people that I know did the bare minimum for me, but I just did it because I'm like, bare minimum could have been nothing. But could have been nothing. But they could have been nothing for me.
But because what they see out of you is that you're a person of caliber now. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's like if they ask me to come to an event, they like, oh shit, Waffles come. They know I don't be outside. So if I'm there, they like, oh shit, Waffles is there. Just like them. Same thing with Burke. If you walk in there and you on your shit, you know how that is. You know, just the visual of you being in the building, that's like making them know that they're making their people know that, yeah, I got people that really rock with me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So your time does mean something to them. But at the end of the day, a lot of artists really don't care like that. Like, it's just like, it's like instant gratification. Yeah, I reposted your joint or whatever. Let me see how real you gonna keep it with me now. I need you to repost this, or I need you to pull up to an event. Some of the people do, some of them don't. But I've been fortunate to deal with a lot of artists too, that when I say green light, say go, they pulling up. Like, I'm talking about independent artists coming from all over the place. They like, where's that, Waffles? This is what you got going on? We there. We coming to support you. So tell me about your music that you got out right now. Tell me the vibe of the music, because your visuals is like ridiculous. I don't even know like who's just like this, like it's just, bro.
Well, I got some new shit I'm about to drop April 1st.
Okay.
Living Fast.
Okay.
I got a new project I'm working on. It's already done. I'm talking about working on. I got a project I've already finished. It's called No Help Needed. No Help Needed ties
into... I see the hashtags going.
No help needed ties into what I was saying. Like, I don't went to a lot of people, and I don't want to say so much for help, but I went to a lot of people and be like, yo, I'm trying to get this done, or yo, like, you see me working, like, let me work with you, or yo, how did you get this? And motherfuckers are just, like I said, they'll write the wrong answers, and it took a minute, but every time I jump one hurdle and get to the next, like, I'm to the point where, yo, my legs is built just to jump hurdles now. So it's like when I see a hurdle, it don't even deter me because my legs is just so built for that. So it's like, honestly, No Help Needed was a concept that I realized it was easier for me to work with female rappers. So the whole project was supposed to actually be all female rappers. It was supposed to be all female rappers, 8 songs, 10 songs, or just all female rappers.
With you?
Yeah.
That's hard. That's a hard ass concept.
What ended up happening, because dudes just is a who got a bigger dick contest. Like, yo, I could piss further than you. I'm like, bro, I don't care if you could piss further than me. I'm just trying to work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I started getting like, the reason why I'm not gonna say who's on it is because I switched the concept. So I ended up just doing it all myself. I only got one feature on this project. And
that was the one female?
Lil West Side, right here.
Okay.
That's the only person that's on this. You know what I'm saying? She from Jacksonville, Florida. That's my pup. I got her. Only person. But you're gonna see right behind it, No Love Shown is coming out, and it's gonna be this is aggressive. This is really, I hate all you niggas. I really wish you niggas would die. But since y'all here and y'all around, I'm gonna try to make it uncomfortable everywhere we're at. Like, everywhere we're at, I'm gonna make it uncomfortable for y'all to do.
Bro, listen, just the way that you roll, it just makes people uncomfortable.
Yeah, like,
I could just tell, because it's like, I'm telling you, I'm telling you from the outside looking in. And when I even like last night, I was just like, yeah, it's something about this shit. And I like the way that you treat the way you treat your team. So I was just like, yeah, shit could be aggressive. Like when they come in and I'm watching videos, because at the end of the day, it's the perception. So now I know you as a person from this conversation. But from the visuals, when I know that's coming and how it's looking, I know it's like different. Like, you gotta respect what we got going on, and if you don't, like.
My whole thing is, do people really respect Humble these days?
I've been told In some instances they do, but I was even told that at 2021 going into 2022, like my first person that came to me was my camera girl. She don't want to hear that camera girl. Production is executive producer. What's her title? What's Nate's title? Because she's gonna be mad as shit when she listens to this video because she's editing it. But okay, listen, she's like the head person of the videography and all the stuff like that. But she was like, "Yo, 2022 is like the year that you need to talk your shit because you're too humble. Like, you just like to laugh, you a cool guy, chill and all that stuff like that." She was like, "You done so much shit that." People gotta respect what you got going on, which I feel people do. But she was just like, "Nah, you gotta talk it like this year." And all I can tell you, bro, is like all this year we've been aggressive. Like we've been on tour. We moving, like we're moving and shaking. I'm doing stuff that other DJs haven't done. Like what DJ you know has taken like 9 artists on the road on a tour RV? Like this ain't like the minivans and all that shit. Like this is a tour RV on a tour. Putting out his own records, doing his own showcases, putting out songs. Like, what are you talking about? Like, this is aggressive. You get what I'm saying? Like, nobody's doing it man, like that.
Most of these DJs either trying to do the radio or do the club. They ain't trying to do the shit that's in between that really matters.
And still able to run your own podcast, be on the radio, do all that stuff. But at the same time, it's like, it's not to toot my own horn. It's just that this is what you need to do. So humble, it wins, but at the same time, when you start talking your shit and you know that your team can back up whatever it is that you're putting on the table, then that's when you can get there. Other than that, you do be humble. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like when you know that your team is solid like this and they make shit happen, what? I say whatever. Because I know that when we step in the building, we get shit done. It ain't no ifs, ands, maybes. I'm taking deals. Why? Because I know that when my team get in the building, this is what we doing. We execute. We run it down on the bag. It ain't too much talking. Every city, 8 cities, 12 days, everything's packed out. That ain't random.
Listen, man.
So more about you.
Hard work always gonna be talent. Talent don't work hard.
See, we could talk all day about some real nigga shit. That's what y'all tuned in for. So now tell me about the single. So you got the single that's about to come.
Yeah, living fast.
So you already did the video?
Yeah, the video already done.
Yo, bro. So first of all, I'd like to commend you on the 5 video. That video was hard. You get what I'm saying? Like you got a lot of videos, bro. You got a lot of videos.
I don't feel like I got enough. You know
bro,
again.
Listen, this is what I want you to do. When this show is over, right? I need you to go into the phone, right? Go into that little Vimeo account that y'all got. Where you got the video. I just want to see the video. Let me see it before everybody else, because I know you got the password. I know it's already ready to go and all that stuff like that. Let me see that, Joe. Because I know it's there. I know you got it. You can scroll up there on that phone all you want.
I was gonna give you a glance even before that.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I need to see. I need to see the action. So listen, let me ask you this: how you want to impact the game? Like how you want to impact the music culture right now? Like once you start dropping that, like what's your goal? Because this is the first quarter.
My real goal is to empower my artists, and then I just really want to build a publishing company. Okay. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all like, oh, I'm gonna be the biggest rapper in the world. Nah, I'm be the biggest businessman in this shit. Like, my job is to, put my people on, put them in position. From putting them in position, honestly, I don't like selling people. I like selling songs. I like selling beats. I prefer that. I don't want to have to be in charge of anybody, and that's kind of what you got to be when once you sign these artists, you're in charge of them. You're like you took a responsibility, and that's the reason why I only got 2 kids, because how
many artists you got?
Right now, it's about 4 of them.
Okay.
It's about 4 of them, but 4 of them and 3 of them is active.
Okay.
Yeah, I really honestly don't want to be, I'm not trying to be responsible for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to that, it's like, I'd rather just sign producers and writers, and then start my publishing company. I want to start about 3 or 4 publishing companies, and then just, go in them offices and play songs. You like this song? Put it on that artist. You like this beat? Put it on that artist. I'd rather sell something that ain't going to talk back. I don't want you to talk back to me. A beat don't talk back. I just put it up there. You like it, you buy it. artist, yo, you gotta go in there and work with such and such. Man, what I'm working with her for? Why I'm working with him? I'm the star. You know what? You're absolutely right. You gonna star your ass right over there. Right over there.
Alright, man. So before we get out of here, man, let everybody know how they can follow you on social media, how they can keep up with the music, let them know what you got next.
And what I got next is No Help Needed, Living Fast, coming out April 1st. Video and song dropping. What I got next, Low West Side from Jacksonville. What I got next, Eddie Bravo from Jacksonville. What I got next, Gorilla Rick from Jacksonville.
So you just hanging down there?
Yeah. Then I got my man Ayo Greg, LA Stand Up. I got my man Trip. You know what I'm saying? He really from my projects. He from Johnson. He from the east side of Harlem, but he living out in LA right now. I'm just really putting the guys on. I'm putting my people on, putting my people in position, and that's what I'm working with. My actual project was done by Cool Dre, which is another one of the producers I work with. Shout out to Cool Dre. He did a lot of the work for my first 3 projects. Pretty much what I got going on, Raish is about to drop a new single. I partnered up with Atlantic Records for my artist Raish. She about to drop a single called Fool that's coming out soon. Y'all might see her on Grammy Red Carpet. She got an invite to go there, so y'all probably see her there. GDE, my brand. Billionaire Burke, my brand. If y'all looking for me, Billionaire Burke on Instagram, BBMG Burke on Twitter, and just follow me. Look for me on YouTube, Billionaire Burke channel.
Listen,
however y'all need to find me, go to the link. A local bootleg, I'm probably there.
Yo, my guy got a lot of motion, man. I'm telling y'all, make sure y'all stay locked. The first place I tell y'all go to his YouTube page.